You did it wrong, man.
Yeah, you did. You don't listen to what you're told to do.
I've done nothing wrong.
De-escalate.
Spell it. This is Michelle.
What if I put the gun away?
Come here.
Chill out, eh?
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
I don't consent to laying here. Where you going? I don't consent to it. I didn't run. I walked.
Sit down. I don't consent.
I don't consent to the illusion.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is First Amendment Shenanigans. Today's video is brought to us by R. Thomas, one of my subs. He sent me this video the other day of this sovereign citizen going on a joyride with her child in the car, and eventually she does get pulled over, she does get arrested, and unfortunately for the officers, this sovcit knows her stuff. She doesn't consent to all this. Let's see how it plays out.
Officers are horrified to discover the suspect's young child was with her in the car while she was fleeing police and driving dangerously.
These guys are dead. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. Take care of the kid. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. We're gonna sit in the back of my car, okay?
What about my mom?
She's okay. Let's just sit right here.
Aisha.
Are you done?
Yes, I don't consent.
I understand you don't consent.
Okay, I don't consent to this.
Okay, but you ran a red light and you failed to stop when I attempted to stop you.
Okay, I don't.
You understand that?
I don't consent to laying here. I want to talk to you today.
Okay.
You know what I don't consent to? I don't consent to you driving around like a lunatic, blowing through red lights, and then choosing to disregard the police lights flashing behind you, especially while you're driving around with your young child in the car. I don't consent to that.
Well, you're under arrest. So this officer here is going to search you.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
I don't consent to it. I don't have anything on me. I don't consent to have anything on me, weapons or anything. Okay.
This lady's name is Sandrina, by the way. She's now in handcuffs, but she believes relying on sovereign citizen tactics are going to help her, like yelling, "I don't consent." But of course, consent is not required.
These officers, I don't.
Where you going?
I don't consent to
I
it.
tell you get up.
Ma'am, let me up.
I didn't tell you get up.
Okay, I want to stand up. Let me stand up. I don't consent to. I don't consent to sitting here. And I don't consent to that.
Ma'am, what's your name?
I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt.
Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a police officer.
You want to be a police officer? I think that's a pretty cool job. Do you know you want to be a police officer?
I want to help people.
Well, this is a great job where you get to help people.
You know, that's one of the sweetest things I've ever heard on doing any one of these videos. This poor child has probably have terrible influences in her life, and yet she still says to the police officer, "I would like to be a police officer because I want to help them." It's amazing, but this 9-year-old girl is smarter and more capable than 99% of the people I cover on this channel.
I don't consent to being arrested.
Okay.
I only consent to get back home safely. I don't consent to being in this car.
Goods.
I don't consent to being in the vehicle.
Ma'am,
I don't
get in
consent
the
to being in
car.
the vehicle. I don't consent to being
Okay,
arrested.
you can. Yeah, I don't know what she was doing.
Now, this woman obviously has watched way too many YouTube videos, and she's quite mistaken. If you just keep screaming, "I don't consent," I don't know why you would think that's some magic get-out-of-jail-free card and the police are just going to let you go. So obviously this lady needs to stop living her life on YouTube. And so far, now she's in the car. We just know at this point she ran a red light. Eventually another officer shows up and sheds some more light as to why she ran.
I think your person in this car was involved in at least 2 crashes in Franklin Township.
Well, the front end of her car looks like it.
Yeah.
She ran a red light right in front of me and it wouldn't stop. But she's going to jail either way. So.
Meanwhile, in the other cruiser,
I don't consent to any of my priorities or any of my items being taken away from me. I only consent to things being returned to me in natural state. I don't consent to illusions. I don't consent to being sitting here. I don't consent to it. I don't consent to it. I only consent to going back home safe.
Oh my God.
You know, I usually only use this picture when dealing with First Amendment auditors, but in this case, I'll make an exception. This lady is absolutely out of her mind. Do not listen to her. you're going to hurt your brain. I don't know what SovSit guru she's been subscribing to. I hope she hasn't sent any money in for her vanity plates and her fake SovSit identification cards. I really hope she hasn't gone that far down the rabbit hole, but it seems like she definitely has.
I consent to being let go. I don't consent to the charges. I don't consent to the illusion. Sir, I don't consent to the illusion. Sir, no, I don't consent to it. I don't consent to the illusion. I don't consent to the illusion. Let me go. Let me go. Sir, let me go. Let me go.
How about no?
I don't consent.
What is your name?
My name is Sandrina, but I don't consent that you guys are putting on me.
You lost consent a long time ago.
I don't consent.
You started running.
I don't consent to saying that I ran, because I didn't run. I walked.
You're not even saying stuff that makes sense. So what happened?
When I was on my way here, there was a light. If I missed it...
Have you been read your rights?
I have not been read my rights, and I don't consent to going to jail.
You have the right to remain silent if you say can be used against you in a court of law.
I don't consent.
You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford an attorney, the state will provide you with one.
Okay. I don't consent.
With the rights in mind...
I don't consent.
Fortunately for all the other drivers in your area, you don't need to consent. When you hit multiple cars, run red lights, and run from the police, you're pretty much guaranteed yourself a night in jail. Hopefully more than a night. Hopefully your child gets far away from you so that she still has a chance to grow up like a normal, fully functioning adult. You, I'm afraid, have gone way too far, and it's too late for you.
I want to get out this car. I consent to getting out this vehicle, and I consent to you letting me out right now.
Well, you lost your consent a long time ago.
By doing what? I did not run a light. I don't consent to any stagnation.
Guess what?
What?
I think you're only being charged with one thing.
Which is what?
Failure to comply. It's a felony of the 4th degree.
A felony?
It is a felony.
Whoa, wait a minute now. I'm being charged with a felony though? I didn't stop when you guys asked me to, but I'm not asking for a felony charge. Like, that's a little crucial.
That's not the right word you're looking for. Also, I don't care what you're asking for. It doesn't matter. It's what you did. And what you did is pretty damn bad. Not only did you run from the police, and that's the felony charge, you also endangered your child. You also banged into a lot of cars, caused massive damage to your vehicle, and I'm assuming their vehicles, and you fled the scene. And that's a hit and run. So when this is all said and done, I can't even count how many years you're looking at in jail.
Hey, go ahead and hop on out here.
Okay, can you get this off of me, please?
When we get up in there, we'll get that off here and we're going to have a conversation, okay?
I don't consent to any aggressiveness.
I get that. You don't consent. I understand.
Can you take these off of me, sir? I don't consent to these being on me, sir.
You said your name's Sandrina.
I don't consent to this. I don't consent to this.
Okay, come on.
I don't consent to this.
Come on.
I don't consent to this. I don't consent to this.
Come on.
I don't consent to
Ma'am,
this. What am I going in here for? Tell me, sir.
So, do you want to have a conversation?
Okay, I want to have a conversation, but I don't consent to any aggressive or any killing in here. I don't consent to
Have a seat.
I don't consent to any death.
I understand you don't consent. We'll pass that.
Well, it's a good thing you don't consent to any killing in here, because, you know, who knows what could have happened in police custody. This whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. This internet culture thing where people don't respect what police officers do and what job they have, their role, this is the outcome. This is what happens when you raise an entire generation of people to fear the police and disrespect the police. This is absolute nonsense. This lady deserves to be in jail for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. With her attitude, I would tack on even more.
Sit down.
I don't consent to have to fight you off of me. I don't consent
I want you to sit down.
I don't consent. No, I don't consent. I don't consent.
Sit down.
I don't consent to you pushing me.
Ma'am, sit down.
I don't consent to you pushing me.
Sit
I don't consent to it.
It wasn't right the first time you said it. Why the hell would it be right the next 10 times?
So I'm going to ask you again. Why didn't you stop when you see my lights and heard my siren?
I didn't stop because when I was driving here, I didn't see any red light. When I turned, I accidentally hit a vehicle.
You said when you turned, you hit a car. Do you know where that was at?
I don't consent to saying that I even hit a car.
Well, I was just asking because you told me you hit a car.
No, I didn't tell you. I don't consent to that. I don't consent to any false illusions, or I don't consent to any false allegations. I don't consent to you touching me.
Okay. I'm not going to touch you. I'm just going to touch the handcuffs, okay? Slide over for a little bit for me.
I don't consent.
Just slide over a little bit.
I don't consent.
To go 5 seconds without humiliating yourself?
You know, I can't wait for this dumbass to be in front of the judge, and I'm sure she's going to represent herself because she thinks she's a lawyer, to say to the judge, I don't consent 10,000 times, and expect not to be held in contempt and thrown in jail. At this point, if I were the officer, that's exactly what I would do. I would leave her in this room, locked up, leave her there for an hour, 2 hours, let her think about her life choices, and maybe when the officer comes back, she'll want to act like an adult.
I don't consent to standing here. I don't consent to standing here.
Ma'am, sit down.
I don't consent to standing here.
Sit down.
I don't consent to police.
You don't want to take her out of jail.
I don't consent.
All right.
I don't consent.
You don't consent. Let's go.
I don't consent. I'm not going.
I'm going this way. Let's keep walking. Let's go.
I'm not going. I don't agree to any of it.
All right, Miss. Let's go. Are you going to give the nurses your name?
I agree to keep me in my child's name.
Okay.
So there was nothing wrong with this crazy person besides what's in her brain, and they did release her into police custody. Now she gets to go to jail. You know, it's one thing to drive like a maniac with your daughter in the car, but after this loser was arrested, she refused to arrange care for her 8-year-old daughter. At the scene, the child was placed into custody of the County Family Services. Really, really nice, Mom. As you can see, here's her initial charges: failure to comply with an order or signal of a police officer, endangering children, obstructing official business, traffic violations, and, eventually, failure to appear. And surprise, surprise, 2 weeks later, after she missed a court date, a grand jury bypassed the municipal court entirely and returned a formal indictment into the County Court of Common Pleas. She was released with a $50,000 bail, which is absolutely ridiculous, and of course she pleaded not guilty, and the trial is still pending. I guarantee you, while she's awaiting trial, because she's out on bond, she's going to get into a driver's seat again. I guarantee it's going to happen. And the judge is going to be at fault for letting this maniac out again. And if there is an update, if I can find some more information about her, I will definitely bring it to you. These sovereign citizen crazy people need to be shut down. They are a menace to our streets. They're going to hurt themselves. And unfortunately, they're going to end up hurting someone. Whether it be me, you, a child, somebody's going to get hurt by them. And I definitely don't consent to that. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's fun, it's fast, and it's free. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Off of me! What the hell are you doing? The hell are you doing? The hell are you doing? Get off of me! Get off of me!
Please tell me your name and badge number, because you will be attacked personally, and you will be hurt.
Goodbye, Stephen Kelly.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
Oh.